We have reached the place that is a place of no return. The Heavenly Father has enlightened us to know that there is a place of enlightening, that once you have tasted of His goodness, of His presence, there's no return. Because the return would be, the no return would be no opportunity to come back again. You don't get to play tag. You don't get to play eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Once you know the truth, you'll be held at the highest accountability. Because if you turn back to the lie, there you will be. You see, it was written of two people, Lot and his wife. And the father told Lot to leave because there's going to be some challenging times going on in this. And when he left, he said, don't look back. And he told his wife not to look back. But as they were going, they were hearing the noises and the screams, I'm sure. And Lot's wife looked from behind him. He was behind her, and she looked around him to see. And she got stuck. Because she knew better. Today, you will hear our Father's voice for this time, in this hour, and for this moment. You must understand, as becoming sons, you must have assurance. You know, we know the word. This level of knowing is not for the Christian sect. You know, those who please men. I'm a Christian because I do that, this, and those. That type of nonsense. Not for that. It's for those who choose to be identified of the Heavenly Father as a son. Those who obey the voice of the Heavenly Father over all the other recommended voices thereof. Hear our Father as He speaks. You must have assurance. You may say, we don't quite understand. For some time now, you've been having assurance in your flesh. And I told you not to have confidence in the flesh, because your flesh will do things that will harm you in the long run. You know, like drinking beer, making bad decisions, and then you lose things that were real for things that seemingly were pleasurable for the moment. It starts hurting. Then you want what's real back, but you don't have it anymore. Flesh did that. It wanted to feel a good moment. It wanted to eat the candy. It wanted the moment of pleasure. Don't have any confidence in the flesh. I don't need you to have confidence in man. Men will change their mind on you. I don't need you to have confidence in any flesh on this earth. Flesh and blood. Because flesh and blood, when it comes down to skin for skin, will put you under the bus. Every single time. And leave. Before they allow themselves to be injured. They curse the very presence of knowing the Heavenly Father, as Job did. So what is His assurance? You must forever live now in the blessed assurance. You thought it was just a song? Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. No. The blessed assurance has nothing to do with Jesus. Did you hear that? Jesus walked in the blessed assurance. Don't quite understand, do you? Jesus said, listen, man, the things that I do, I want to do what the Father tells me to do. He does the works. Didn't see it, did you? The assurance is in the promise. Not the promise of the world. If you do this, man, you'd be successful and happy. That's a lie, isn't it? You're miserable, wretched, and scared. Right? People die from having too much stuff these days because other people who don't have it want it. It was a lie. So now, there was a man in the word of the Heavenly Father who wanted to have some assurance in himself. It was Apostle Paul. He knew the voice of the Heavenly Father, but he kept seeing these shortcomings in his flesh. And he makes statements, man, the things that I want to do, I don't do. The things that I don't want to do, I find myself doing. And he went to the Father with this very concerning request. What shall I do with this? And the Father says, my grace is sufficient. What does that mean? I need you to operate in the blessed assurance, not in the assurance of any other identity on this earth. Don't quite understand yet? Let me help you get it. I change not. Did you hear that? See, this is what the Hebrew boys understood when they were threatened of their life in the flesh with fire. We're going to burn you, boys. It's all right, man. It's not what you think. We're not going to resist this. Daniel did not resist the man putting him in the lion's den. He didn't fight back. It didn't matter. Jesus did not fight back when they wanted to kill him and put him on that cross. No. He didn't say a mumbling word in his defense for the flesh. No insurance there. But if I say the right words, Jojo will give me a break. No, Jojo will not. Jojo's heart has been hardened. The word says the heart of man is continuously wicked and for their own gain. And you see it very clearly, don't you? Thought they like you? No, it's not about you. Hear it close my Father's voice. Any other assurance is a facade. Only my word will not change. I told you that. I said in my word, as my word goes forth, it will not come back void. It will perform what I send it out to do. Now I need you to put me in remembrance. How you see how it comes together now? What did I say? Declare thou that you may be justified. But you would not. You want to talk about what you're feeling, right? I'm hurting. This looks like it's going to be lack. I can see I don't have enough. Jesus said the things that you see me do, man, you need to do them. But what do we really see? I never ever walked in assurance of nothing but the word of the Heavenly Father. Give him what you have. My Father says he's supplied the needs for his riches and glory. That's all you have. Give it. It's what the Father is trying to train you, O son, through Moses. Walk this way, man. It don't seem right. I don't need you to walk in a seem right way. He said to the brother before him, listen, there's a rock I'm going to bring water out of. This makes sense. I don't need your mind, Moses. I don't need your mind. I just need you to follow instructions. Because I promised you. It's the same assurance that Abraham had when the Father said, sacrifice that son of yours. It is written, he knew that the Father would create him another son because he promised him a son. He had assurance with that. What type of assurance do you have in the Father's word? It will be tried. I am tried daily at levels, subtle levels of trying. It don't add up. It don't add up. We're going to make it. And then I have to understand that just because it doesn't add up, that's not how this is done. My Father supplies this. That's not how he's going to do it. He's not going to do it with a lottery ticket. He's not going to do it with a flowing river. He's going to do it with a rock. Like, are you serious? You want me to speak to the rock and ask it for some water? Yeah. I'm not going to do it. It don't make any sense. Are you getting it now? It is not logical to my mind. Are you getting it now? I want to be assured of how I do it. And it always comes to a lie. You thought you had that job secured? You thought you had that husband secured or that wife? She's going to be faithful for sure. You think so? Our Father creates props. He created Judas. He created Pharaoh and hardened his heart for Moses. He created Eve in the beginning for Adam. You knew. Because Eve was a soul just like Adam was. Just two different flesh. When he created the flesh of Eve, he had to breathe his life into that flesh to become a living soul. And that soul made a decision. And then he waited to see what Adam would do. And Adam compromised the truth. And he forsook the assurance. And the father told him so. You're on your own, man. Have a sweat on your brow. Good luck. Or you can follow the instructions. And the instructions don't make sense to your natural mind. My ways are higher than your ways. You cannot understand. But what you can do is see the results if you follow the right directions. So, sons of God, our Father says, call me my Father, and do not turn away from me. This is how I should keep you. This is how I will bless you and give you a promised land. Call me my Father, and do not turn away. Even when you want to turn away, because you think you know better. Think I'm a clown, right? He's telling me to do this silly thing. It's silly. I told you. Foolishness of man is the wisdom of the Father, because it's not going to make sense to you. So now you know. As a son, you must do as Jesus demonstrated. Abandon your logic. Abandon every assurance that you thought was assured. Have a good job, man. That can change in a minute with your health. How about that? You just got in a car accident. A drunk driver hit you in your house. Really? Yeah, he ran through your front door in his car and he hit you watching TV and now you're Maine. Didn't see that coming, did you? We watch it every day in our household. We watch Forensic Files. And we sit and we watch with amazement what happens to people. Ordinary people. And what mean people do to them. Just walking down the way and somebody snatch you in the car, right? Just like that. Sons of God, now you know. And you will be tried. As with fire. Intensely and very subtly tried. Where is your assurance? And if it's not in the word of the Heavenly Father, it is subject to change. If you're talking against sons of God, you need to examine yourself. It's written. At the end of every day, sit still for a moment and examine yourself. Have you been in the faith or in the foolishness? Have you been following the nonsense or the truth? And then make corrections. Let the Father put your candlestick out and you be of no worth at all. Just watching your clock until you decease. Expire, wife. We see it every day. People are here and they're not here. Just like that. So now, this is a part of the work of the salvation. You must keep checking yourself for what you're assured in. I'm sure it's going to happen this way. No. You got to give it to the Father. And He will have you look at things that are little and see what your mind thinks. We don't have enough, man. We got to get some overtime. We got to do something. No, that's not what's happening. I didn't tell you I was going to supply your need according to your riches and glory. I didn't say that. Our riches and glory is to promise. Promise is I provide for you, man, daily. If you demonstrate you trust me. And I understand that clearly with my daughter and my wife. They trust me. As I trust my Father. And this is what Jesus said in His word when He said, greater works you shall do. Because now we have a reference. Jesus. He did it. Now we can see that He's not dead, but He's alive and well. We can see His life in others. We can see His demeanor, His character. It's not about good or bad. It's about truth and the lie. To love again, go in the truth or die in the lie.